Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now, it's been a while and I do apologise for this. There's lots been going on. Eagle-eyed viewers will spot that the workshop has actually changed in the sense of the lighting is different and the door is now moved. The wall has moved further back to allow us more space for bigger vehicles because we did struggle a little bit. But content is coming. We are trying to focus on this year getting more content out, build the socials, following back up as such, because I have massively lacked on content over the past year. The main purpose of this video, what are we up to? What is the announcement that I've been saying about on Facebook, Instagram? We've been behind the scenes testing, we've been over to Ireland testing some stuff, and we have taken the decision to invest into something called dry ice cleaning. Now, a lot of you guys watching this may or may not have seen this. It seems to be very, very big in America. The guys at Chicago Auto Pros massively rave about it. I've done some webinars within the International Detailers Association with these guys regarding dry ice. It's very big in Germany. We've looked into it massively, the benefits. Now, there's no chemicals, there's no water involved. It's safe providing it's used correctly, but the fact of no water and chemicals is the biggest factor about it. Now, it's a sizable investment to get into this, so there isn't many people in the UK doing it, which is one of the reasons we wanted to get in there. We are one of the first, especially with this machine. I think there may be 2 or 3 others in the country, so it's great to be able to be one of the first people in the UK with this machine. But yeah, let's have a look at it and we'll discuss some more. Now, there are a couple of companies on the market for dry ice machines. We did our research and I chose to go down the route of Dry Ice Energy. These guys are based in Germany. Naturally, the colours stood out for me. This is their Champ Vario machine, which I believe is currently the best machine they do. Very small. Looks like it belongs in an episode of Robot Wars. Weighs, I think it's 13 kg, but is absolutely fantastic. The quality of the German engineering, even to the point of like the little joints where it gets stress on, they're all fantastic. The handle is a one-piece billet for obviously the temperatures it receives. So dry ice, for anyone that doesn't know, dry ice pellets are minus 78 degrees. So obviously are stored in a special box I have in the back room, and then they are put into this little hopper. Now, I have one of the machines. I'm not sure if it's one of the first ones, but it has a crusher built in to change the pellets. Reason for this is this machine can use 1.7 and 3 mil pellets. 1.7s are very hard to get in the UK. 3 mil pretty much available anywhere that supplies dry ice. 1.7s are definitely the better option for interior work and delicate engine bays. So when I went to Ireland, it was discussed with their UK distributor. He has sorted it out. We've got a crusher in this machine that converts the 3 mil pellets to 1.7s. Am I the first person? Don't know. There's definitely not a lot of information about it. Even the instructions actually for the crusher are in German. So I haven't got a clue, if I'm honest. But I'm mega impressed with it. It's fantastic. It works incredible. We've been testing it for over a week now. There was a long 3.5 week wait for the machine to arrive, which is very annoying when you want a new toy to play with. I'm mega happy with it. We've been testing it. We've tested it on motorbike parts. We've tested it on car interiors. The car I am going to show you on to start with is a very special car. It's very classic. A lot of people will know the car. It's already been on the channel. It is incredible how it works. You can only describe it so much. But yeah, let's go and have a look at the car that's coming in and we'll get some testing done. So our special demo car is something that you will have seen on the channel before, and it is none other than this lovely 2-door Sierra Cosworth, owned by a good friend of mine who has been kind enough to lend me it for a demo. And we will be doing, if I can open the bonnet, There we go. Doing some light under engine bay work. Now we have got to be careful. Naturally it's an old vehicle, which is where the dry ice should excel itself, especially with caps and all in the little gaps. And we're definitely going to be looking forward to the results on this rocker cover and the pipe work. We're also going to be doing some testing with window rubbers. You can just see in there, they're a bit dirty. But the main factor that I'm looking forward to testing on this is actually for interior work. If you look, if you can see it, but there's a lot of dirt and grime and dust from over the years built up in some of the switches, around the handbrake rubber and the gear gaiter again, air vents, and this side especially, you can see it's quite dusty and dirty, which is where on a low pressure with the smaller pellets that the machine can produce, it's going to hopefully excel and make some fantastic results for cleaning interiors. So yeah, let's get to it and see what we can do. So we'll have a little look underneath. It was restored about 10 years ago, this car, and I think it does need some more TLC because it is used. It does get abused. The owner does drive it how it should be driven. It's sideways most places. But we're gonna test in a minute on the back of the wheels, which are heavily covered in brake dust. And we'll just test on some rubbers and some bits and bobs just to see what it does. The car will be coming in and we will be spending some more time on it underneath, doing a lot more once it's had a bit of TLC done during the season. Yeah, let's do some more blasting. And there we go. So you've seen a lot of the footage now from us testing on the Sierra. We've been underneath, we've been inside, we've done the engine bay. We've not gone too in depth with this. This was a test car to see what it's like for older classic vehicles. So there we are. That is the Sierra done. The Sierra is now gone, as you can see. That was literally in for some testing, loaned to me by a very good friend. Being the classic car it is, it's great, it's delicate. You don't really want water and chemicals in the engine bay of something that classic. So dry ice was the perfect thing for it. Now, a bit more about the machine and a bit more about dry ice. So dry ice pellets are frozen CO2. As I said previously, they are about minus 80 degrees. Now they sublimate from the second they are made. So they degrade in quality and size. So it's not something you can readily go and buy from Tesco's. They are specially ordered. They turn up in a box. I transfer them to a bigger box, which is a thermosafe box, like a giant cool box. They get 2 to 3 days, depending on the quantity. Obviously, the bigger the mass, the longer it will last. The machine itself has a different ice speed setting, so I'll turn you around. You are able to see you got levels 1 to 5, and you literally just for how much ice. Level 1 obviously is little amount of ice. 5 is full send. You get different nozzles, so this is very good for interiors. And then we've got the standard jet, which is the most powerful one. The machine does have a built-in regulator to turn the pressure down, and obviously take the lid off. And even it's so well thought out, even the lid sits there. Now the machine is very powerful in the sense of air quality, so we have had to install a monstrous 60 CFM screw compressor to run this. I think this machine requires, I think it's something like 1,300 litres of air a minute on maximum chat. So that's quite a lot of air. But thankfully the compressor we got a really good deal on, outweighs it, and I think it produces like 1,560 litres of air. So that's incredible. Let me show you some more clips. We've got some other content that we have filmed of engine bays, some bike parts, various bits that we've just filmed over the last week whilst testing this machine. And there we go. You've seen the differences on some of the engine bays and the parts that we've done. The difference is incredible. We dress an engine bay afterwards for the plastics. We use a specialist engine protectant, which is designed for the rubber, etc., to try and prolong them and stop them perishing over time like normal rubber things do. All the details will be on the website, which is due very soon. That is currently being built. Finally, it's only taken 4 years. Again, mega impressed with it. It's definitely worth the investment, I find, for how we want to run the business and where we want to go with the kind of cars and content we want to provide. It's definitely something that is aimed at your classic cars, your higher end vehicles, your Lamborghinis, your Bentleys, your Rolls Royces, things that you don't want water and chemicals on, like Lamborghini seats. How much is an Alcantara seat for a Hurricane Performante? Couple of grand? You don't really want chemicals on there. Whereas dry ice is perfect for Alcantara. The only thing really not to use it on is leather, but it's great, say, for screens, plastics, door trims, door shuts, rubbers, engine bays, gearboxes, even wheels, to be fair. It's fantastic on wheels, as you've seen in some of the earlier footage. I'm rambling on. Say it's the first video for a while. Apologies. But folks, if you have any questions or any comments, or you want to know anything more about the dry ice, you've got my socials. They are all linked below in the description. Drop me a message. Stay tuned for more content coming soon, and thanks for watching. Take care.